Welcome back to Everyday Kentucky. We are continuing our Truck Talk series, and today I am joined by John Hollan, and we are going to talk about how he and his law firm investigate truck crashes.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Madison. So truck crash investigation is something I get asked about a lot, not only by our clients, but also about other attorneys that we present to, and just members of the general public. They want to know, how do you all investigate these crashes? So with us, we're typically not there right away. So the first thing that's going to happen, depending on the level of severity, you're going to have a local police department, or if it's a fatality, maybe the Kentucky State Police get involved. A little known fact is that there are also rapid response teams, and what that means is a lot of trucking companies, bigger companies in particular, deploy their own team there to the scene. So they are going to get the driver, immediately isolate them, don't talk, figure out, don't speak with anyone more than you have to, if you will. And their own investigators will begin canvassing for witnesses, canvassing for evidence, and really sometimes before the police have even formed their own opinion, the truck investigators will also be working to help influence that investigation. So to some extent, we're a little bit behind the ball when we get involved, but I never feel overwhelmed or I never feel like out-resourced. We simply know what goes into the investigation, and really, working with what we have, whether it's a few days later or sometimes years later, we're able to go back and find the pieces of the puzzle and put it together for our clients.
And it sounds like you said, not to be out-resourced, but it does sound like you all have a plethora of resources to help put those pieces together of the puzzle to make your case.
We do. We've done this a long time, now, well over a decade. We've been really dedicating a lot of our firm's time and effort to this type of case. The connections help. We have several different members of former law enforcement that we work with on these cases. We frequently work with the best experts in the country. We've internally spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on crash reconstruction programs, software, research that we use in these cases. And then the experience itself, something that, might seem, not even to exist to the general public. It's something that I've worked on hundreds of times and know from, handling, at this point, I don't want to say every case there is involving trucks, but I can pretty comfortably say there's not much with trucks I haven't seen at this point. So when we do get involved in these cases, we're able to perform an investigation and really hone in on what the issues are, whether it's day one or 3 to 4 years down the road on a case.
And I know when you and I speak off air, the things that you have told me of, oh, did you know about this, and that you can pull data from, you can pull resources from, you can, piece this together, and for your cases that you have on your website that show, the results, you all have so much and you have done so much. So it is, amazing to see. It's terrible that crashes happen, but you all know how to help those that are involved.
Yeah, we do, and I can't stress enough to anyone listening, whether it's our office or another office that handles truck crash cases, get a lawyer involved. Madison, it's ever you and your family, call someone. It really does make a difference. The sooner you can get an attorney involved, the better, because there are forces out there that are working against you. And the interest of a company, it might seem genuine, it might seem kind, but they're doing one thing, and that's protecting their company, protecting their exposure. So doing this enough, dedicating my professional life to it, we know what to do, and I just can't stress to the members of the general public enough, it is so important that you get help right away and have somebody, whether it's us or a different firm, just protecting your interest.
And it's always nice to have another set of eyes.
Yeah, exactly, especially one that knows what they're doing.
Yes, and how do we get in contact with you if we need that help?
Yeah, so we can be reached at our office direct line here on the bottom of the screen, also our website, which you mentioned, that has a lot of resources for consumers. That's semijustice.com. Our offices here locally are at 620 West Main Street. We also have our office in Louisville, and we're currently handling truck crash cases all across the state of Kentucky.
Perfect. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.